Why we always gotta be on CP time?
But let me tell you something. Use my husband's sperm and
Cheers!
No.
Like a glance from the past, you can see the dark in the frame. You're the poster on the wall. My dreams, you the prince, and I'm like, oh, fairy tales, I'm not used to it. Oh, got me questioning what you've done to me. Used to be out of reach. Feel like you're testing me. You're the necessity.
These are the cinnamon sticks that they have. They're $6.99 for 6 cinnamon sticks in here. $7 for 6 sticks, which is ridiculous. Thank you.
Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. So today is September 21st. Tomorrow is my sister's birthday and it is the first day of fall. I am definitely a lover of all things fall, and gratefully and thankfully so are my friends. So today we are getting together and doing like a fall mocktail cocktail girls get together. My friend is cooking, and then my other friend is bringing like fall arts and crafts stuff for us to do, and I am in charge of the mocktails and cocktails. So I'm about to, I think I just showed y'all my little shopping trip. I went to Publix in the liquor store to get all the ingredients for the drink. But let me tell you something, Publix, you have lost your mind. Like, I don't know what's going on at Publix, but $7 for some cinnamon sticks, for 6 cinnamon sticks, is wild. I said no, and I knew I had some cinnamon sticks at home. Instead of going to my friend's house, I just came back here, and I'm gonna do a little bit of the prep work here, and then we're gonna hop back in the car and head to my homegirl's house. But when I got here, I had my spoiled child delivery waiting for me, which is perfect timing because I just ran out of last month's order. And I think they got a special gift in here for me, so I'm gonna do a unboxing with you all. Ooh, it is something in here. So I think I've shared this with y'all. This is basically how it comes. And then this is the liquid collagen I use. And I keep this refrigerated. I used to put it in like a water or a drink or something, but now I'm just straight shots in the morning of this stuff. It's good for hair growth, nail growth, skin, all the good things. I think I have one of these. I think it's a pocket brush. Okay, not such an exciting unboxing. I have one of these already. This is actually what I use. Let me see. Focus. This is what I use to cleanse my scalp. I do like a scalp scrub like every 2 weeks. I use this little thing. Now I got to give it to my mom. Anyway, update on using Spoiled Child. I can't really see that much of a difference with my skin. And I did just chop my hair off. Like I just chopped like 2 to 3 inches off my hair, so I can't really tell about the growth. I feel like maybe the thickness is better. I do like the definition of my curls, but I don't know if that's just because of the big chop or the collagen. But what I will say I have seen improvement on. First of all, I've stayed strong, so it could be a combination of things. I have really I wanted to get acrylic on my nails, and I have not. All my vlogs, I've had like little short boy hands in all of them, and it's low-key, it's killing me when I look at my hands like that. But I've been diligent. I have not gotten tips or acrylic on my hands, and look how much they've grown. I go to this kind of boutique nail salon, and I have to accredit them a little bit too, because when I come out of there, my cuticles are like perfection. My nails look so clean and just healthy when I come out of there, and they take their time. They don't use any tools to remove polish or overlay. They soak it off and gently remove. It takes longer, it's more expensive, but my nails look beautiful every time I come out of there. My nails have only gone undone for literally 2 weeks. Like, I got my nails done 2 weeks ago to the day, and it's grown so much, and I'm excited. I get them redone Monday. Anyway, so that's an update on that. Now I'm going to prep this stuff for my fall cocktails. I'm doing a salted caramel bourbon, like old fashioned, and then I'm doing a apple cinnamon spritzer. So that's what we're doing. It's just 3 of us, so I'm only making 4 cubes and keeping the rest of the tray with regular ice. Y'all, I'm watching my guilty pleasure. I haven't watched The Bachelor and The Bachelorette in years, but there is something so endearing about the Golden Bachelorette.
Hi, Joe. Hi, kids. People have had a variety.
You know,
this is not like anything
reality
I've ever
TV,
done
especially
before.
these dating,
So it's gonna be entertaining.
hold on, especially like these dating reality shows. They're very staged and scripted, especially like the first couple of episodes when they're like trying to get to know the cast and they got to give like their sob stories in the intro. I hate that. But these stories are so, I just feel like they're genuine, and even if they're not genuine, they're doing a great job. I feel like it's less scripted, and I'm invested in these people finding love in their golden age. I'm enjoying this, so that's what I'm doing now, and then I'm gonna get in the car and head to my friend's house.
I'm Mark. I live in Leesville, Louisiana, and I'm 57 years old. So I have 5 children. Kelsey, my youngest daughter, is like, Dad, they're doing thirst traps. And I said, what? First I was like, what's a thirst trap? And
Black people, really? Why we always got to be on CP time?
First and then do tornado.
I think,
the food gets
yeah,
cold,
no,
too.
that's true.
Yeah.
This looks like a delicious fall dip
It is.
with
It's
some.
a caramelized onion and pomegranate like cheesy dip.
Mm-hmm.
But I had reheated, so hopefully it's still. I think it's fine.
Monica, what did you think of the drink?
I think the drink is delicious.
Delicious,
It's absolutely delicious.
Deja.
The drink was delicious, but I now am dragging and I'm going to breathe
What are you
fire
at?
from my nose.
What are you adding in there, Deja?
I had to add a little bit of Coke, vintage cola,
I might have. I mean,
and another ice cube. Thank you.
I went a
very
little
much.
strong. Apparently, it's delicious, but it is strong.
Yeah, that's. I can drink this.
The presentation.
Like I'm on the Food Network.
The presentation. Okay.
Work. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Could have put this on it. I guess I could put this on the door of my office.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I can decorate my office.
Anything fall.
You're ready for fall in July.
I mean, someone was saying like I don't trust people who like fall because fall is death.
Fall is death?
unexpected.
Yeah, but I'm like, fall is like change, and I feel like fall is a time for rest and reset, and the world slows
So
down.
all the leaves are falling.
Yeah, the leaves are dying.
I'm reading this book for book club.
I gotta join the book club.
It's pretty interesting, and this is one of like, I'm always like, I'm gonna read the book for book club, and I never get around to it, and I just go there to drink and socialize.
Which book was it?
Because this summer will be different. So it was like a romantic. Well, I would say it's a romantic comedy, but it's like a romance about this woman whose best friend lives like on this island. She meets a guy. She realized the guy is the best friend's brother.
She was saying it's better to freeze an embryo than to freeze an egg. Basically, when you thaw out an egg, it's not as, fresh. It's not a fresh egg, so the likelihood that you can inseminate it after it's already thawed out is less likely. Mm-hmm. So it's better to have an already inseminated egg and then try and defrost it. Mm-hmm. So if I got the embryo, the probability of it being a successful insemination or birth of a child is higher, but then you have to think about like what my partner is going to think about.
Yeah, that would be. Go ahead.
I would think about having a child that essentially does not have his DNA. So it'd be like adopting a child, but it'd be like adopting a child from like birth. Like it was never, the father is not in the picture. It's not anything. It's just not his DNA. But if I get an egg, use my husband's sperm, and then what if he has issues? I read the statistic that men's fertility is like 40% of the issue sometimes. Like it's a lot greater than, society makes it think, that men could contribute to fertility issues. So he might be even grateful that I did the embryo. But
probably most men, I would say more likely than not, you probably will marry a man who is coming into a marriage with you that he's thinking he's okay, he's fine to create a baby with you. I mean, I think it would just have to be something he's comfortable with, and if it's better for you to fertilize an embryo versus like an egg, so make sure you actually, it's a viable, you actually can have a child, then I understand that.
But see, the flip side of that is I could have the embryo, and then the man that I'm with doesn't want it, and so it's a waste.
Yeah.
But then I could have the egg, and then it's not even viable, and so then that's a waste.
I would want to know more. So is it like, what are the chances that the egg like isn't viable? Because I hear a lot about women freezing their eggs, not necessarily freezing embryos. So God will make whatever is supposed to happen in at the right time. My desire to have children will be greatly based on my husband. Desire to have children would be like, I want to have that man's child. She wants to have a child, like period. Like I can do it with my village. Mm-hmm. But me, it's like I would want a child with my spouse, and he would be the motivating factor for me going through all that. So that thought in combination with God will allow whatever is supposed to happen, and makes me feel like maybe I'll do the egg just as a backup, and not try and force a whole situation with a whole embryo. Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
If you're thinking about freezing your eggs and you know that your plan is to be married, I would rather you freeze your egg and then try to fertilize the egg with your husband versus you freezing an embryo with a sperm donor, when you also want to think about the sperm donor options are not going to be the greatest, depending assuming you want a black man as the father. That's not true. The best. Yeah. Cheers.
Listen,
I should get one of these for
when your friend is like a chef, a sous chef. Look, this was supposed to be a random girls' night. She's made a full souffle. What is this? A snickerdoodle?
It's just a brown butter snickerdoodle.
Martha Stewart situation happening.
I forgot about the rack of lamb she made.
And a rack of we had lamb and a whole souffle for dessert.
A rack of lamb with a puree with sauce.
We appreciate you, Monica.
With a puree and a salad.
Like a glance from the past, you can see the dark. In the frame, you're the poster on the wall. My dreams, you the prince and I'm the car. Fairy tales, I'm the new stuff. Oh, got me questioning what it's done since we used to be out of reach. Feel like you're testing me, you're the necessity.
Morning, guys. I am on my way to the gym. Because yesterday was crazy. The amount of carbs and alcohol that was consumed was just out of pocket. We had a good time though. My friend, she is a chef. She really went all out. We had a rack of lamb for dinner. I'm gonna get the description of everything that we ate and added it to the video so y'all know what we had. But it was so good. And then I made those cocktails and then she made the dessert. It was just it was delicious. I don't regret a thing. But yeah, I'm about to spend an hour in the gym this morning. Because if I don't do it right away, first thing this morning, I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna do a little mindfulness, spending time with the Lord while I'm on the treadmill. And then later today, I have to do all the things to get ready for the week. I have to do laundry. I'm going to finish up this itinerary for my Europe trip. I'll show you guys that. And I've taken on this myself. Like, I'm the itinerary trip planner of the group. It's just something like I love to do before I go on a trip. Like, I'm fully immersed in the culture before we even go. Like, I'm living the life of whatever country we're going to. I've watched every YouTube, TikTok, website, and then I make a full itinerary of suggestions of things that we can do. So I'm gonna finish that up tonight and then just get ready for work. All right, bye. Hey guys, I don't know how long it's been since the last time I checked in, but it's been a lot happening. Number one, Hurricane Helene has come through the city and last night was crazy. Give me a second, story time coming up. I don't think I can make it through there.
Damage. Oh yeah. Like, yeah, you know how the scene in Twister where things just be flying through the air, like all of a sudden there's a truck coming at you, and oh yeah, that happened to us last night. No,
I don't even know how to, I guess, do we turn around? Hey, Mom. It's damage all through the city. Power outages throughout the entire city. And we are in search of coffee and food. And we're at this Waffle House now that looks like
the entire city is here. So anyway, I'll have story time for you guys later about what happened last night, our adventure.
Been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want. What you want?
Okay, hey guys, it's another day. It's Saturday. I think the last time I was talking to y'all was Friday, and I was trying to tell you what has been happening. Don't pay attention to this linty shirt or how I look. I look crazy. But I'm in my car charging my phone because I'm without power. We've been without power since Thursday night, Friday morning, since 1:30 a.m. Friday morning. We have been without power, and it is now Saturday. So the freezer is leaking, the food is going bad, we don't have power, it's hot as hell in the house. So we were hit by Hurricane Helene, and just by surprise. Like, we knew it was coming, but we were also hit by Hurricane Debbie, and it was just like some heavy rain for a couple nights. We did flood a little bit, but we were not expecting this. So Thursday night around 1:30, right around the time the power went out, the wind is blowing so hard. Like, it woke me up because I couldn't sleep because the wind was blowing so hard. Every two minutes, right when I would start to doze off, I'd get back up because I'm like hearing this wind, and I'm like, oh my God, is it happening? Are we in a tornado? I finally just got up, and then I went to the living room and looked out the front door. It looked like the apocalypse. It looked like we were in the eye of the storm. Everything around us was just big oak trees, looked like they were bending over, touching the ground. My mom gets up, we're all looking out the window, and then we realized the neighbors directly across the street have a trampoline in their backyard, and we're like, and as soon as I say, oh look, their trampoline is holding strong, that trampoline ain't going nowhere. As soon as I said it, the trampoline lifts up out of the ground, because it's one of these big trampolines that have like the stakes that go into the ground. It lifts up out of the ground in the air like a freaking, like we were in the movie Twister. It lifts up out of the ground and flies over the fence. Now, I start to scream because the trampoline floats up and then starts rolling across the street, and it looks like it's about to hit my car. And so I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna hit my car, it's gonna hit my car. I'm about to get like excited and maybe let out, here go my mom. She's screaming, I can't even scream. I can't get my scream out because she's screaming. So the wind turns, and then it starts curving so it doesn't hit my car, start going towards her car. She really screaming now. I'm like, oh, it's gonna hit your car, it's gonna hit your car. Then it slightly turns a little bit, so it's like rolling on its side, and then it turns a little bit, so then like the wind is catching the net, so it turns wide ways, like, and then falls into our yard, knocks over our mailbox, and looks like it's about to hit the house. And so we're just like, we can't do anything. We're just watching this big ass trampoline roll across the street into our yard, knocking over our mailbox, and looking like it's about to come and hit us, looking out the door, and then it just stops. So then we have like this big trampoline in the middle of the yard, and like we're like, what are we gonna do? Because if it's 55-mile-per-hour winds happening, like literally these 100-year oak trees are swaying and like bending like rubber. If the wind picks up again, the poles on the trampoline are going to crash through the window. And right when we're having this conversation, my mom's phone rings, and it's the neighbor, and she's like, did my trampoline just fly into your yard? So clearly everybody on the block is like looking outside at what's happening. Like, no one is asleep. And they just start walking outside. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Come back in the house. Get in the house. Like, what's the game plan? What are we doing? And they're walking outside to converse and talk about what they're going to do with the trampoline outside in the middle of a storm. Now, I got a decision to make, because if my mom is outside in the middle of a storm trying to move a trampoline and I'm safe inside, like what I'm gonna tell people? What happened to your mom? How did that happen? She walked outside. Like, where was I? Like, I can't let that happen. Like, if she's gone, I gotta go too. Like, she's bringing me with her. So I'm like, so then I had to put my shoes on and go out there. I'm gonna try and insert a video because I recorded this. I wish I would have recorded the trampoline coming across the street, because that was like a movie. Like, I've never seen anything in real life so big lift up off the ground and fly in the air. And it was crazy. So, but anyway, I did get the trampoline in the yard and us trying to get it out. So I'll post that somewhere in here. The trampoline just flew into our yard. Can you see? Look. She's gonna come in. What y'all gonna do? Did y'all have a game plan? What are you doing? Hold that. Mama, get back in the house. Mom, what are you doing? Where are you going? What? Mom. Jesus. Y'all. We were out there for an hour. We got out the house at around 2 a.m. and then 3 women, all under 5'7", between 5'4" and 5'7", trying to lift this heavy behind trampoline across the street. It's a spectacle. In the middle of a storm, we start to try to lift the trampoline up to push it back over the fence, and then the wind catches it and knocks it back. It's too tall. It's like 3 times our height, and so when we're trying to flip it, by the time it gets halfway up, really erect, like, we can't push it anymore because it's too high, and so it falls back down. It is a, excuse my language, shit show. Eventually the neighbor calls one of her guy friends, and he's like, he works at night, he's gonna come help us. He about the same height as all of us, and like 20 years older. What is he gonna do? We need so now it's 4 of us, like, struggling. Some of the poles are broken, so we have to break the other poles, which thankfully were already bent from some of the damage from the storm. So we bend those, we cut the netting off because the wind kept catching the netting and making it hard to flip over. So I'm up there climbing up on a ladder, a step stool, cutting the netting off of the trampoline, ducking and dodging tree limbs flying through the air. Eventually we get the thing over the gate, but not before, like, the whole time I'm under the trampoline, like, trying to push it over. And so I'm like stuck under the trampoline. The wind is pushing it back on me. I'm pushing it forward. I can't let go, because if I let go, it's, it's going to land on the other 2 people. Like, and I'm standing in an ant bed. So ants are just crawling up my leg as I'm in the wind. Luckily it wasn't raining. It just started raining right as we flipped
the trampoline over the gate. But I'm standing in the ant bed. The wind is blowing. The ground is muddy and mushy from, you know, the storm. And so as soon as we flip the thing over, I rush into the house, hop in the shower, ants all over my body. Like, y'all can see some redness here. I have ant bites on my arm, on my legs, on my stomach, on my feet. They're just swollen. Ants were all over me. my friend said literally ants were in my pants. Like, after I took that shower and like washed my whole entire body, I'm laying in bed and I feel something like crawl like on my hip, and it's an ant, and I'm like, the ant almost violated. Now I got PTSD. Like, every time I feel something on me, I'm like, what is that? That was my Friday, my Thursday night, Friday morning. That's how I spent it. And so today, or yesterday, we still don't have any power. We didn't have power all day yesterday. We were driving around trying to find food, like coffee, no internet. So I can't even like stream TV or anything. I'm reading books. I'm talking with my family. I'm about to go shopping to buy some luggage for this trip that's coming up. But yeah, I just had to have a little story time with y'all. That's what's been going on. 2 huge trees right up to a block from here, like these huge oak trees, uprooted and laying in the middle of the street. And then I have family in Augusta, and they have got it really bad. They were sharing pictures and videos in our family group chat, and it's like same situation, whole trees down, but it seems like they don't have any power. Their restaurants and stores are down, and some of ours are too, but it seems more devastating there. More businesses and property damage than here. But it's bad. It's bad all over the place. I don't know anybody who has power except for one person. It's crazy times. I'm praying for everybody. If you're watching this and you were affected by the storm, I hope there are resources available to you. I pray everyone is safe. I'm very grateful that all my family and friends are safe and not harmed, and the only thing we have to complain about are some minor inconveniences. I'm thankful for all the workers who had to go out in the storm, who are working overtime now to try and get everything fixed and back to normal. Yeah, thankful and grateful that things are not as bad as it could have been. We got an 8-track right here. If anybody didn't know. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Yep, just stick it on in there. 8-track.
I'm scared to play my 8-track anymore because I'm scared that they pop.
Yeah.
You know, because they so
How many 8-tracks do you have?
let's see. I don't have that many.
Men are always in the news.
Uncle Joe, you know, you got a nice little storm situation here. You got your records, CDs, your 8-tracks.
Cassettes.
Cassettes.
Cassette players? Yeah. We got some of my 8-tracks in here.
Oh my
Wow.
Lord, that is crazy. You still have the
Oh, did you hear about Frankie Beverly?
Yeah.
Oh.
You get this. This is for real. Wait, let me turn it up. Can you identify what this is? Turn it back. Can you identify what this is?
Wow.
Oh, Isaac Hayes' Black Moses.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a classic.
Yeah. And
Who else you got on
I
here?
got the-
Herbie Man.
that's another Isaac Hayes.
Yeah, Herbie Man. Singers.
You got a nice little collection here.
Yeah.
Got some more over here too. All right, if you find 1 or 2 missing, call my mama. It's not me.
So if you can't tell, we have power. Thank God, because I was reaching the point, like I was in this gray area of feeling like I can't take this anymore, like reaching my brink, and just coming to acceptance that this is a way of life now. But thankfully yesterday, all the power came back on, and so we are back in action. I'm going to wrap up this vlog, but